Welcome back to the Crazy Crafters. We were hoping to be in person by now, but we're going to have to be virtual for just a little bit longer, so bear with us. But today we are going to make a hanging jar vase, and you should have already picked up your craft supplies. So in your bag you will find some moss, the board, a hose clamp, 2 little nails, piece of burlap ribbon, some twine, some silk flowers, of course your jar, a foam brush, some wire, some paint, and some tacky glue. So I know it's a lot, but it's all going to come together and make a really cute craft. So the first thing you'll do is get your board, and I would suggest having some newspaper down because we are going to do a little painting. Open this carefully. Now, right now it's just paint in here, but I put a little water in to water it down so it has a thinner consistency, more like stain. I just think it's going to give the board a prettier color and let some of the wood grain show through. You don't have to, but that's what I did. So just get it on your sponge and give it a quick brush stroke. Now I would do the front of the board. Let's see, there's going to be 2 little holes that are drilled in the upper corners. Pick the side of the board where the cut is cleaner. On the back side you'll see it's kind of ragged a little bit. That's not going to be your front. Be sure and do the upper edge and the sides and the bottom. You don't need to worry with the back. So I finished painting, and like I said, you can even dilute it more for a lighter look or not at all and have a darker look. This still shows some of the wood grain coming through, which is what I wanted. So we'll just set this aside to dry. And you're done with all that. So the next step will be to take your jar and your burlap ribbon. If your stripper ribbon has some wire edge on it, go ahead and cut that off. So you will need a pair of scissors. So while the board's drying, we're going to put the burlap ribbon around the top of the jar. And the reason for this is to keep the twine from slipping when you go to wrap the twine. I think it just lays better once you have this burlap down. So you just take your tacky glue, and I find it is best if you just put the tacky glue on top of the little raised part on the opening of the jar, and that way that's where the ribbon lays, it'll adhere to that. Okay, so this is still really slippery because it's not completely dry. So I would suggest we just leave this sit for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes before we wrap the twine. So we'll let that dry, let our board dry, and we'll be back in just a moment. So it looks like the board is dry. So the next step is to nail the hose clamp onto the board. So you'll need the clamp and your 2 little nails. Now I measured the hose clamp and the jar, so where we want to lay it is pretty specific based on the circumference of the jar. So you'll see on the inside of your hose clamp, I've put a little Sharpie marker on the 6th little slot here. And you're going to want to position that a little more than halfway up the board. The top of the board will be where the drilled holes are. So you want to position your hose clamp to where this little Sharpie dot is pretty close to center and a little more than halfway up. So you just put your nail into that 6th slot. We're also going to put a nail in the 9th slot. You just be real careful with this because it is tiny. I don't want any bruised fingers. And you just get it positioned, and then you get a little harder. And we'll do that again. Move it over 6th, 7th, 8th to the 9th. And that should be nice and sturdy. So it's going to look like this. Alright, so once your tacky glue is dried under your burlap, we're going to put the twine around. So again, just get a Q-tip and put the tacky glue around the ribbon. Okay, so once you've got your glue on, then we can start wrapping the twine. And Yoli, who's not on camera today, but she's right over there, pop in and say hi, Yoli.
Hello.
She had a good suggestion about taking where's your foam brush that you used earlier and rinsing it out and using it to put on the tacky glue. So that might be a much better application than the Q-tip. So just wind it around. Doesn't have to be perfect.
So I brushed the glue on and made it a little bit thinner, and now I'm able to wind the twine around the top, and it sticks a little bit better. So I'm just going to continue to go around the jar until I get this part covered up. So I've got it completely wrapped around the jar, the top of the jar, so you'll want to just set this aside and let your glue dry.
Alright, we're getting close to finishing. We're going to put our wire in for our hanger, and I came in from the back, and then you can just take your excess and you can make this however long you want, but whatever excess you have, just sort of twirl it around and then bend that back so you don't get stuck. Bend it down. Do the same with the other side. So there, you've got it ready to hang. Alright, so I've positioned this so that the Mason word is going to be forward facing. So you just place it in the hose clamp with the word looking right at you. You will need a flat edge screwdriver for this. Alright. So I don't know if you can see this, but the one end just goes right in to the slot there. And position this however is comfortable. It's nailed on, so it's not going anywhere. And remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey, so just start. Okay, so here's what we have, and now we can put in the pretties. there you go. That is your hanging jar vase.
This is so cute. Kelly, you did a great job. I love this.
It even matches your sweater.
Because I dressed for fall. Today's the first day of fall. So next month we're going to be doing I say we, I probably won't be in the video.
Oh, you will.
It's going to be a mouse pad that we're going to make out of cork. So you can be looking forward to that. It's going to be relatively simple craft, but a lot of fun, and that's going to be for October. So we hope that you'll join us back then. Until then, that's a craft.